Fighting like a bat out of hell, here is Tim Elliott making the walk yet again for another UFC appearance. And we all know what he did against Demetrius Johnson back in 2016, defying the odds, extending DJ over 25 minutes. But more than a decade later, he just doesn't want to hear about that anymore. He still believes that he can be a relevant guy in this flyweight division.
Yeah, he does. He believes it, Johnny. When you're as unorthodox as Elliott is, you're a problem, right? But what do you do when people start to figure that out? Well, Elliott has shown that even though you figure it out, it doesn't mean you can beat him. Tonight he has to be unorthodox, but he's just enough basics to get a victory.
All right, folks, doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion making the walk for his latest title defense, and there's a lot of reasons we're sold out tonight, chief among them the presence of one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
He's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and he's also one of the greatest flyweights we have ever seen. This guy can do everything inside the octagon. It feels like he was made to be a UFC fighter, from his preparation to his media appearances to the way that he speaks about himself as the champion. This guy just has it, and that it will carry him to another title defense.
Some people suggested maybe there was an injury coming in, but he certainly muted that noise in our fighter meeting. He says it is all systems go for another title defense tonight. All right, let's get to the tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Tim Elliott. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion of the world, Tagir Ulanbekov.
Third party in the octagon, Mark Goddard, will handle the action in this one. Well, for all the places we go in the world, few can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200, Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. Tonight, we get to take the same walk to that octagon.
Oh, he's looking for the submission here, champ.
That guillotine is tight.
All right, so we expect submission attempts in bunches as he gets the early takedown.
He's going to be looking for submissions now. This guy's a savage over here.
Ooh, sorry to cut you off, but he got out.
What a great job attacking the lock, rolling to your back, giving up the mount. He chose a much worse position over giving up that submission.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Ulanbekov.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Another submission attempt here, and this is a good one.
It looks like he's trying to get this arm triangle. All he's got to do is get to the side, get his chest down to the mat, and he'll get the finish.
Is that going to do it? Yes, that is it, and still! The undisputed UFC
expectation has been exceeded. And once again, he holds on to the UFC championship.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 38 seconds in the very first round. For the winner by submission, and still the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Tagir Ulanbekov!
So how about that effort out of the undisputed UFC flyweight champion? He defends the belt successfully by way of submission here tonight. And what a moment there in the corner as they